happy special day. Once again, welcome back to our BuildASchool Foundation YouTube Media live stream today. Today is February 14th, a very special day in the West and anywhere that celebrate Valentine's. Happy Valentine to all of you. And once again, BuildASchool Foundation headquarters and our media team in Hanoi welcome you back to our live stream. Beside all the construction update, we have a very exciting news to announce to you at the end. This is something new initiative that BuildASchool Foundation will focus on the next 5 years. But before we go any further, let's turn over to our media team in Hanoi, and they have something very special that you don't want to miss. Over to you, Hai Con.
Hello, xin chào tất cả mọi người. Cảm ơn thầy Jimmy và cảm ơn tất cả mọi người đã theo dõi livestream ngày hôm nay. Và mình là Hiền Lê và
Thiên Lương. Rất vui khi được chào đón tất cả các quý khán thính giả của BuildASchool Foundation Official đã ngày hôm nay tiếp tục đồng hành cùng với kênh tham gia buổi livestream này. Chúc mọi người một ngày lễ tình nhân vui vẻ. Và ngày hôm nay như thầy Jimmy có nói rằng chúng mình có gửi tới các quý khán thính giả một món quà đặc biệt thay cho lời chúc chân thành nhất của đội ngũ hành trình rèn luyện BASF của BuildASchool Foundation tại Hà Nội gửi đến tất cả các quý khán thính giả của BuildASchool Foundation.
yes. Và các bạn đã sẵn sàng chưa?
Are you ready?
Ready.
Yeah, okay. So let's start.
Yes.
Một đoạn nhảy nho nhỏ thôi. Hiện tại thì nó đang rất là viral trên các kênh TikTok tại Việt Nam. Một bài hát rất là vui nói về ngày Tết của Trúc Nhân. Và thông qua điệu nhảy của bài hát này thì chúng mình cũng muốn gửi tới các quý khán thính giả, tất cả mọi người một năm mới xuân bính ngọ thật là vui vẻ, an nhiên, hạnh phúc cùng với người thân và gia đình của mọi người. Và bây giờ chúng ta hãy cùng nhau bắt đầu buổi phiên livestream trong buổi tối ngày hôm nay nha. Sẽ có những thông tin mới gì được update đây, sẽ có điều gì đặc biệt mà ngày hôm nay thầy Jimmy sẽ chia sẻ tới tất cả chúng ta. Trước khi bắt đầu điều đó thì hãy cùng nhau có một phút chánh niệm.
Thank you, Hai Con. All right, so before we go into all the celebration, I'm pretty sure it's pretty crazy in Vietnam right now. In San Diego, we got very excited to celebrate the New Year too. We will mention to you more about that. But before we go any further, let's have the minute of mindfulness so we can calm our mind down and focus on your breathing. All we have to do is just appreciate the wonderful life that we have. Listen to the bell. All right. Thank you, everybody, for that wonderful minute of mindfulness. All right, let's kick it off with our construction update. I'm going to turn over to our team in Hanoi, and they will give you a quick update before we go into the detail of today's meeting. Over to you, Hai Con.
Vâng, thầy Jimmy rất là kiến. Yes, cảm ơn thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều ạ. Và ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta sẽ có những thông tin gì update đến cho tất cả mọi người. Mọi người hãy cùng dõi theo nhé. Liên có thể chia sẻ giúp mình này. Rồi, ok. Ngày hôm nay thì sẽ có một số update của các dự án. Và dự án đầu tiên đó là dự án dự án Thái Lan số 192. Như video update trước đó thì dự án này là một dự án rất là lớn và rất là đặc biệt. trường cho các em sinh viên tại Thái Lan. Và trong ngôi trường này thì có sự tham gia của tất cả các em học sinh tại đây. Vâng, và mọi người có thể tìm thấy một số các hình ảnh update đến thời điểm hiện tại. Thì trường đang bắt đầu khởi công và tiến hành xây móng cho ngôi nhà. Và mọi người có thể thấy là rất móng của ngôi nhà thì rất là chắc. Đó, thì họ làm bằng rất là nhiều cái viên sỏi rất là to, có thể là được chắc đến nếp nhạc kiên cố. Đó, vâng. Thế nhưng như các có thể có thể chia sẻ thêm một số đặc điểm về dự án này để cho tất cả mọi người đúng không ạ?
Yes, as we mentioned before, 192 is our first project in the in Thailand. In Thailand, my mind still in Cambodia with different projects, but they think in Thailand, and you all know in the northern border of Thailand, the province of Chiang Mai, and north of Thailand will be Myanmar country nation, correct? And that border region is very unstable right now. There's a lot of conflicts. So a lot of refugees from Myanmar try to run away from there, try to escape their government, and they move south, especially minority of people. We try to support the Shan people. And these are the refugee children that we try to support. And for this particular project, we built a dormitory for 21 young ladies to have a decent place to stay and learning and everything. Sometimes they stay in camp for years before they can get resettled to outside. And we committed. We've been discussing with this group for a while, and finally we say that okay, let's start with this project. There will be more Thailand projects to come, but this is just our first project in Thailand. And my goal is that when we visit this facility in May, we will see what their living condition, what else do they need to support, not only for the 21 young ladies that we try to help right now, or in the future, on the boys' side, on the teenagers, and more vocational training or whatnot, we will try to help them more. But this is our first project in Thailand, and we're looking to be able to visit them in the middle of May when we return to Asia. So that's where we are with this project. The progress really well, and we will give you more update as things go along. And one thing about Thailand is that they have the water festival in the month of April. So I will miss that festival because when you go there during the water festival, the way they celebrate, the greeting you, they will slash water it onto you at the blessing. But that would be something very, very interesting. I think that's opening for their rice season, harvest season, or something like that, if I remember it correctly. But those usually the thing that we love to learn because we like to come to a country and learn about the culture and learn about other activities. Just very similar to you dealing with our Vietnamese people right now at the New Year celebration. All of these tradition is something that we very feel blessed when we got a chance to go and engage with these activities. More to come on that topic about the New Year celebration later from our Lee sister in Hanoi. Oh, okay. Oh, over to you, Hai Con.
Thank you thế Jimmy rất là nhiều. Đây là dự án đầu tiên BuildASchool Foundation làm tại Thái Lan, và có lẽ là đây chính là sự khởi đầu để có thể tiếp nối thật là nhiều những dự án nữa của BuildASchool Foundation tại Thái Lan. Giống như tầm nhìn của BuildASchool Foundation vậy đúng không ạ? Và nếu quý mạnh thường quân nào chúng ta cũng muốn có cơ hội tới Thái Lan này, rồi cùng nhau trải nghiệm văn hóa tại đây, thì hãy connect với BuildASchool Foundation để chúng ta cùng nhau có cơ hội học tập trải nghiệm, và cũng có cơ hội để cùng nhau làm những điều thiện nguyện, điều tích cực tới cho cộng đồng. Chúng ta không chỉ sẽ giúp cho 21 em trẻ nữ sinh tại dự án 192, và chúng ta sẽ còn giúp đỡ nhiều bạn nhỏ hơn nữa, nhiều các bạn thiếu niên, các thanh thiếu niên hơn nữa. Yes, một sự khởi đầu rất là tuyệt vời. Và bây giờ chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau đến với dự án tiếp theo.
Cảm ơn Lương Lê rất là nhiều. Vâng, và dự án số 192 này thì chúng ta sẽ đến Thái Lan vào tháng 5.
Yes.
Dạ, vâng, và mọi người hãy ghi danh đăng ký với thầy Jimmy nhé, để chúng ta có thể có một chuyến đi rất là ý nghĩa. Vâng, và dự án tiếp theo là dự án số 197 tại Philippines. Thì Nhân Lên có thể giúp mình next sang cái slide tiếp theo.
Yeah.
Như mọi người có thể thấy đây là một số cái khoảnh update mới nhất về cái thị trường ở
Philippines.
Philippines.
Mọi người có thể thấy là đây là những có thể thấy đây là những hình hài của cái căn nhà trước, nó đã rất là cũ, và nhìn cái sống nhà, cái cột trống của nhà nó đã rất là không được an toàn nữa rồi. Và đây là công tác người dân cùng với giáo viên và các em học sinh đang san lấp mặt bằng để có thể chuẩn bị thi công cho dự án 197, và công tác này đã hoàn thành ạ. Yeah.
Và một môi trường rất là đặc biệt đúng không ạ? Theo này có chia sẻ nho nhỏ gì đến cho tất cả các bạn biết được không ạ?
Yeah, so Philippines, again, we have three projects going on right now, 197, 198, and 199. So these three projects, three different schools in three different mountains. And the thing that I want to share with you how much we appreciate when you think about Philippine projects, since these are school in the sky, they really way up there, they really have a hard time transport the construction materials. So everything, either they have to get the raw material, sand, pebble, rock, cement, and then they have to make all of these cedar block, the concrete, so they can help build a wall. Or they have to go into the forest and they have to cut down timber. They have to cut down tree and make wood out of it to build. So everything you see here, or they have to go into old building like this one, recycle some of the lumbers that still look good. Because it's so difficult, so hard. A project in Philippines takes 6 months. Sometimes they even 9 months to finish because it takes a long time to be able to make material and build. And they don't have construction staff people go do it, so you have to use the neighbors and the local live in the mountain to do this thing. Extremely difficult, extremely time consuming, but that's why we appreciate working with all the teacher, with all these villager. That's the whole idea of BuildASchool Foundation. We want to help the people that really want to help themselves. Philippines is definitely something that we try to grow more. And one of the donors that we just spoke to just 2 days ago, he addressed interested that he showed interested that he might get engaged with Philippines even more. Besides, he already helped us in Vietnam and Cambodia. So more to come on this. And I think the idea that we're going to share with you pretty soon, we'll have a lot of things to do with Philippines, not only in 2026, but 27, 28, and more in the future. All right. Thank you, Hai Con. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you thầy Jimmy với những thông tin chia sẻ rất là hữu ích. Vậy là chúng ta đã có 3 dự án đang thực hiện tại Philippines: 197, 198 và 199, với 3 ngôi trường khác nhau. Và điều đặc biệt tại Philippines đó chính là các dự án tại Philippines gặp rất là nhiều trắc trở về vấn đề nguyên vật liệu, bởi vì không có sẵn. Một là vị trí địa lý ở trên đồi núi cao. Yeah. Vậy nên là tất cả các vật liệu từ gạch, đá là tự tay họ làm từng viên một. Yeah. Và những cái viên đá đó thì trong dự án vừa rồi, trong tuần trước chúng ta cũng đã được update đúng không ạ? Tất cả mọi thứ là đều lấy từ thiên nhiên. Vậy nên là một dự án để có thể hoàn thành nó sẽ bị kéo dài đi rất là nhiều, 6 tháng, thậm chí tới 9 tháng mới có thể hoàn thành một dự án. Và điều này chính là cái điều đặc biệt mình BuildASchool Foundation cảm nhận được cái sự cố gắng và cái sự quyết tâm của họ, mong muốn cho các em nhỏ có một ngôi trường khang trang hơn, sạch sẽ, an toàn để có thể học tập và phát triển. Vậy nên là họ rất là cố gắng, làm từng tí một, rất là để có thể hoàn thành dự án. Và cũng một thông điệp mà BuildASchool Foundation muốn gửi tới đó chính là tại Philippines, BuildASchool Foundation còn muốn làm nhiều hơn nữa, và mong rằng là sẽ có thể nhận được thật nhiều những cái sự kết nối từ quý mạnh thường quân
và từ những người các khán thính giả có mối liên hệ quan tâm đến các dự án có thể kết nối với chúng mình và cùng nhau thực hiện các dự án. Có thể là nhà làm trở thành một nhà hảo tâm, một mạnh thường quân của BuildASchool Foundation, hoặc chúng ta có thể trở thành một đối tác, một người đồng hành cùng với BuildASchool Foundation để thực hiện hóa những giấc mơ còn dang dở của em học sinh. Yeah.
Và hai dự án đồng chí hai đồng chí như vậy là hai dự án mà được update trong tuần này. Sẽ đi qua Thái Lan, Philippines và bây giờ thì kết thúc cái phần update thông tin ngày hôm nay và chúng ta sẽ chuyển sang một phần rất là hay và rất là quan trọng. Vâng, và ngày hôm nay được mời thầy Jimmy được bật mí phần nào đến cho tất cả mọi người ạ.
All right. Thank you, Hiền Lê. Thank you, Thiên Lương or Lương Lê. She has too many names. It's pretty hard to remember. All right. Now I just want all of you to see something. Something is very interesting, and you can see the eyes of the girls are lit up because this is what we call lì xì in Vietnamese or hồng bao, right? That means the red envelope. You keep hearing the term red envelope. That's exactly what that means. And hồng bao in Mandarin, that means the red envelope. But something you kind of notice the bank Che. I don't buy these things. People can make these things very fancy over here. They can make out velvet. They can make some good material. But if you notice this one, it fits the American currency, right? Or the US bill, you can fit the money in there. That's why it looks big. I remember when I'm little, this thing is very small, only like 1/3 of this, but now it's getting bigger and bigger. I think this is the word food, that means prosperity. A couple years ago, I started enjoying Che because Che, they give out the envelope and they have the animal that represent the year. So this is 2 years ago. I keep this just because I born a year, the dragon. So that's why I like to keep the dragon. So this year is the year of the horse. If you hear the intro from Lương Lê, she mentioned about bính ngọ, that means ngọ, that means ngựa, that means the horse. So I really saw last night, and I saw this not this year. This is the envelope from Che. So imagine Che is the biggest bank in the world, not just the biggest bank in America. Bank is the biggest bank in the world, and they so adopted our culture. They even give out this red envelope. Of course, they keep our money, and we can go in there, and then they give us a lot of these envelopes, so we can put the money inside, and we can receive. So this is like the blessing that we give to all the young children. I even give it to my daughters too, and my real daughters, not the two that sitting in front of me here. But anyway, I just want to show you how beautiful the red envelope, the home bao that they have this year. But speaking about the red envelope, and the reason we give the red envelope to the children, because we want to give them some money. I remember when I was little, this is the only time that I received money from my parents, only on the New Year. So we can use the money to gambling with each other. We don't really go outside and gamble because during New Year we gamble. And there's a game that we play. We call bầu cua cá cọp. So you have 6 characters on the chart, and we have 3 dice, and you roll the dice. So the odds that you win or lose, it's always 50-50, right? Because you have 3 out of 6 options probability. So your chance is 50-50. But it's really fun. And even today, nowadays, every time we get together, sometimes we just bring bầu cua cá cọp. We play this game, and we can just start out with candies for the children and stuff like that. But now we play with real money. And this is something that we celebrate. We eat a lot. We do firecracker, and then we do this. And actually, on this Tuesday, I already got invitation. Somebody asked me to come over the house on the first day of the year, which is Tuesday, the 17th. Something I rarely do because I prefer to save my first day of the year to our family, to myself. Usually, you don't visit because there's the thing. There's a myth. If you the first one step foot in somebody's house, and if they're not lucky that year, they will blame you. And if they lucky that year, then they will be so happy because you bring luck. And we've been invited to do that just because people trust us. and they want us to bring the dog mochi, that wasabi 2.0 as well. So there's a lot of things going on, and I always like to have the neighbor dog come to our house. I like dogs, and I think dogs bring good luck. And usually I have a lot of treats, and I give it to dog too. But since we have mochi, there is not one. He doesn't want any other dog to come near me, so he chased every other dog away. But anyway, those are something we just want to show you the red envelope that we're ready to get it out. But here's the thing that I just want to share with you. It's a lot more than just a red envelope. We're ready to share 10 of this golden tickets to somebody really want to change their life. And we talk about the homelessness. We try to solve the homelessness in San Diego. And before we go any further, I have the short video where they put together. It's about 5-6 minutes. I just want to run it through so you can see this is something that we've been working on for the last couple of months. And we're ready because we have so many people asking. And I get to the point I say, let's show the video. I said, I'm trying to sit there and explain to people what's going on. So hang in there with us. Let's see what's going on. And if you know some youth that homeless, somebody really struggle, or somebody really want to get the second chance to transform their life. I have to use the word transformation here. And this is the golden opportunity. I talk about a golden ticket, not only to give you the blessing at the beginning of the year, but to see the beginning of the rest of their life. Let's watch the video together.
What happens when an organization that's, built hundreds of schools all over the world suddenly finds its next big mission right in its own backyard? Well, this is that story. It's an incredible look at a foundation that hit its global goals and then turned around to tackle a hidden crisis at home, transforming victims into true heroes. And it all starts with this. This right here is the core belief. This isn't just some marketing slogan they cooked up. It's a lived experience. The entire philosophy of the BuildASchool Foundation is literally built on the idea of a second chance, because the person who started it knows exactly what that feels like. Okay, so let's get into the why behind it all. To really get what's going on, you have to meet the person whose journey shaped this whole mission. It all starts with a man named Jimmy TAY. And Jimmy TAY, this guy is a powerhouse. He's a distinguished Toastmaster, a world-class public speaker. He completely mastered the art of communication. But here's the thing. He chose to use that incredible skill not for himself, but for a really simple, really profound mission: to be the voice for the voiceless children. And that personal drive, that's the engine for everything we're about to see. And let me tell you, that drive has led to some absolutely staggering results. Before we dive into the new mission, you've got to understand the proven global legacy this foundation has already built. It's pretty incredible. Just look at this number. 201. Since 2016, the BuildASchool Foundation has funded 201 projects in 11 different countries. We're not just talking about ideas, we're talking schools, bridges, scholarships, real, tangible things that have changed thousands of lives. This is not some startup with a cool idea. This is a proven machine for making a difference. So their model is crystal clear. They see education as the ultimate way to break those cycles of poverty and inequality. They've spent years getting this approach just right overseas, building this amazing legacy, one school, one project at a time. But then a new challenge popped up, and this one wasn't in some remote village halfway across the world. It was right in their own backyard, San Diego, a crisis that was, for many, hiding in plain sight. And here's the problem they zeroed in on. You see, the support systems that exist for homeless youth, they're absolutely crucial, but they mostly focus on survival, a bed for the night, a hot meal. But there's this huge gap when it comes to building self-worth, professional skills, a sense of leadership. There's a world of difference between just surviving and truly thriving. And the numbers make this super urgent. In 2024, we're talking about nearly 900 young people identified as homeless in San Diego. And what's even more alarming, that's a 21% jump in just 1 year. This isn't a small problem. It's a growing crisis, and it needs a totally new way of thinking. So the foundation came up with a solution that is, it's revolutionary. It's not about giving more handouts. It's about engineering a fundamental shift in how these young people see themselves. Okay, this right here, this is the absolute heart of the program. They want to help these young people move from a victim mentality where life is about receiving help to a coach mentality where the focus switches to providing hope to others. It's a radical flip from being a recipient to being a resource. And this quote just captures that transformation perfectly. The program takes a young person whose identity in San Diego is defined by their struggle, and it puts them in a situation where their new identity is one of respect and leadership. They're not homeless anymore. They're teacher. So how do they actually make this happen? Well, they didn't just create a simple program. They created a high-stakes, life-changing competition. It's called the Global Mentor Challenge, and it's designed to build a new path from just surviving to actively leading. The challenge is broken down into 3 intense phases. First up is the selection. They hold local trials in San Diego to find the 10 most resilient young people. Then comes the mission. Those 10 fly to Vietnam for 3 weeks to become teachers and mentors for orphans. And finally, the finale. They come back, present their story and their impact at a huge gala, all competing for that grand prize. And make no mistake, this isn't just about good intentions. The program is built on some serious rigor. Contestants are judged on 4 key pillars: their resilience IQ, so how they adapt under pressure, their actual instructional impact, their cultural diplomacy, and, of course, their ability to tell their own story of transformation, what they called the DTM standard, which comes right from the founder's own public speaking background. And the stakes, they could not be higher. The grand prize is what they call a breakthrough scholarship, up to $20,000 to invest directly in their future, whether that's vocational school or college. This isn't just a trip, it's a launch pad for a whole new life. So, why does this all matter in the long run? Because the whole program is designed to be way more than a one-time event. It's built to create this sustainable, what they call a circular giving loop. I mean, just look at the ripple effect. 10 lives are totally transformed in San Diego. Over 200 orphans in Vietnam get inspired and empowered. The participants themselves gain these incredible real-world skills, moving them from dependency to leadership. And maybe most important of all, it proves that your past doesn't have to be this heavy weight you drag around. It can actually be the foundation you build your future on. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this powerful idea. This program isn't about charity in the old school sense. It's about empowerment. It's about handing someone the tools, the map, and the confidence, not just to sail their own ship, but to become the captain. So the question that leaves me with is, what other invisible problems could we solve if we just stopped seeing victims and started looking for future captains?
All right. So as you can see, we are started looking for 30 applicants. So we will filter out and we will take the whole year of 2026 to select all the applications, and then we will filter it down to just 10 finalists. So by the end of this year, 2026, we will select 10 finalists that we believe that have all the qualification that we're looking for. We're looking for somebody young. You have to be 18. You got to be an adult. So minimum age got to be 18. So you have to be an adult. You got to be able to get visa. You have to get passport so you can travel to Vietnam. And we're looking for the at-risk youth right now is 18 to 25. So you cannot be more than 25. But we've been having a lot of requests from a lot of families, a lot of sponsors that they ask us to extend that to under 30 because a lot of their candidate under 30 years old, they want to participate in this program and they're willing to pay a lot to be in this program, or sponsor is a better term. And after that, we will down select to just 10. We will take them to Vietnam for 3 weeks. But before they can go to Vietnam for 3 weeks in April and May of 2027, they got to go to a 3-month training program with me here in San Diego. So it will be 3-month training program. If you're not in San Diego, you still have to go this training or wherever the city you're at. This program open not only for the homeless in San Diego, because I have people in Houston say, hey, we like to be able to participate in this. We have no problem flying them to San Diego before we depart for Vietnam. But after 3 months of vigorous training, you have to do hiking, you have to do physical training, you have to do some language training. You have to learn about the culture of Vietnam. You have to learn all of this because when we return to Vietnam, you have 3 weeks to go to the 3 centers that BuildASchool Foundation has been involved in the last 5 years. One in the Highland Vietnam, one in the Mekong Delta, and one in Central Vietnam, Huế. So that will be the 3 orphanages or 3 centers that you would come and you become English teacher, you work with the children, you become camp counselor. And upon return, we will select one of the best transformation person, and we will give you the scholarship to go to college or go to learn the skill or vocational school that you're choosing. And we're looking for at least a $10,000 scholarship that we can try to get a sponsor for. We've been having so much encouragement from the people that we've been talking to on this project. So this is something that we spent the entire 2026 working on and try to get it down. More to come, but this is the introduction that we just want to tell you. Everybody can looking for the red envelope every year, but we give you the golden ticket. This will transform your life. If you're homeless, you struggle because your family is broken, your parents could be drug addicts, your parents could be alcohol addicts or whatever, and you feel like you've been having no home, you live in your car, you live on the street. This is an opportunity for you to transform your life, and we are ready to help. We're ready to help, but you gotta willing to put in the work because this is not a vacation. This is the transformation, and this will be huge. And once we're done with this, we will scale the project only to Vietnam. We're looking for in Cambodia. We have the same idea. We have center. We have over 50 schools in Cambodia already, and we have a lot of facility in Philippines that we potentially can grow this program into. So Vietnam, and I see the next will be Cambodia, will be Philippines is next, and also we talk about Africa. That can be another continent that you can travel to Africa too. So those are our update for this Homeless to Heroes program. And if you know somebody in the age of 18 to 25 that homeless and looking for the opportunity and really want to change his or her lives around, then we will make sure in a month or two the application will be open. But just get ready, and we will go through a very detailed application, personal interview, phone interview, and physical testing before we are selected the final 10. With that, I'm going to stop it right here. I think you can watch more information, more to come from our channel, and we will keep you this update at least once a month from now to the future. All right. Thank you, Hai Tong. Over to you. If you can see if you can translate that into Vietnamese, and let's see any sponsor of Vietnam want to participate in this program.
Yeah, cảm ơn thầy Jimmy rất là nhiều. Thật sự là một dự án vô cùng ý nghĩa luôn. Người Việt Nam mình thì vẫn thường có câu nói rằng là cứu một mạng người là bằng với việc là mình xây bằng cả 7 tòa tháp. Và thật sự là dự án của chúng ta sắp tới triển khai thật sự vô cùng ý nghĩa khi mà với mục đích là giúp cứu rỗi, thay đổi cuộc đời của những người đang rơi vào hoàn cảnh vô gia cư, không có nhà. Chúng ta tới trao cho các bạn đấy giá trị cơ hội được học tập, học hỏi, training từ thầy Jimmy, và sau đó qua Việt Nam trải nghiệm trở thành những người coaching, những người giáo viên dạy dỗ cho các bạn nhỏ tại các vùng khó khăn, để cho các bạn đấy biết được rằng là các bạn đấy khó khăn nhưng mà các bạn đấy vẫn còn may mắn hơn rất là nhiều người, và còn có rất là nhiều những cái hoàn cảnh khó khăn hơn các bạn ấy nữa. Và giống như chuyện là chúng ta đang gieo một cái hạt mầm giống rất là tốt, rất là tích cực vào trong tim của các bạn đó, và từ đó đợi hạt mầm nở rộ lên là dự án của chúng ta mục đích đã hoàn thành. Và thật sự là Lương mong mỏi rằng là dự án này của chúng ta sẽ thật là thành công với những sự giúp đỡ, những sự đồng hành từ quý mạnh thường quân của BuildASchool Foundation. Yes, siêu ý nghĩa.
Rồi là nhất. Vâng. Và Hiền Lên rất là tâm đắc cái câu đó là chúng ta sẽ biến họ trở thành một người lái tàu tốt, captain đó.
Yes,
đó là một trong những cái quá trình chuyển hóa rất là lớn, tại vì Thực ra là không chỉ ở San Diego ở Mỹ mà ở Việt Nam hoặc là những cái nước khác rất là nhiều những cái người homeless như vậy.
Yes.
Vâng, và làm sao để cho người ta có thể cảm thấy là họ không phải là một nạn nhân mà họ là một trong những người có thể là giúp đỡ cho những người khác có thể chuyển hóa và có thể trở nên tốt hơn. Đó là một trong những cái hành trình thật sự là rất là ý nghĩa. Vâng, và rất là mong ờ, cái hành trình này của chúng ta trong 2027 thì có thể về đến Việt Nam. Đó, có thật là nhiều những cái hành trình ý nghĩa và Hiền rất mong là Hiền có thể có cơ hội được đồng hành cùng với thầy Jimmy trong hành trình này.
Lương đã chuẩn bị là sắm sửa váy áo tươm tất để đi tham gia chương trình này rồi đó. À, cái lì xì của Lương có một cái từ rất là hay, đó chính là từ tâm. Yes, gieo những hạt hạt mầm giống thật là tốt vào trong tâm của chúng ta. Yes, thay đổi tư duy và thay đổi cả cuộc đời của nhiều con người. Yeah.
Yep, beautiful saying. Very well said, Hai Con. So you can see that BuildASchool Foundation in the last 9.5 years, believe it or not, this May will be the 10-year anniversary, and that's why when we return to Vietnam this year will be a major, major milestone. Not only we crushed the 100 school goal that we set out, we crossed over 201 now. Will be a major celebration on our 10th birthday. It's a decades already, but after all, beside all the building, school building, bridge building, dormitory and library, what we really after, we build people. We really want to build people. We really want to build future leaders. So that's why I think after 10 years of working pretty hard on the construction, on the infrastructure, we are ready to tackle the biggest problem for youth in America and other parts of the world is homelessness. Because the mental health, the lack of shelter, those are the things that we see it, but we see this thing more than just the lack of shelter, lack of food. We see this is a mental health, this is a physical health, this is spiritual issue, and we will tackle it a very holistic way. And that's why we're going to take you out of your environment. We take you out wherever you are. Either you live in your car, you live on the street. We would take you out of this environment. We would take you to Vietnam, beautiful city in the highlands of Vietnam, in the Mekong Delta, in central Vietnam, and you will learn, like the lead sister said, you will learn so many kids that handicapped, so many kids that in wheelchair, and they still have the willingness to learn and to live and to be better. So we will transform you from the mindset instead of just feed you the meal and just give you clothes and shoe. We've done many of those things for the homeless in Seattle downtown. I don't really see a lot of value to it. I'd rather invest 3,000-4,000 to bring one person to Vietnam for 3 weeks and transform his or her life. And we do this with 10 people. So we're really excited. We really looking forward to talk to you, discuss with you. You have young adults in your family. You have young cousin, you have young brother and sister in your life that you say, oh my God, I have 3 people right now calling us. Can you just take my daughter to go on this trip? I will pay. Can you take my brother-in-law to go on this trip? I will pay. The idea here is that we target the homeless target. But if you want to participate, just because you see that a lot of children or a lot of young adults in your life does not have a purpose or they feel lost, these are opportunities they can participate, but they will be in the special program on the side, but they're not going to take away the opportunity because right now the number one target that I really want to work on is the homelessness. And the one that struggle looking for purpose, thing like that, then yeah, you can participate in the program, but we will have a different selection criteria for that. With that, I think we're going to wrap up our live stream today. And I believe the little sister have something very special to celebrate with you for Valentine and the New Year's and so many things that going on in our world, in our life right now. Over to you, Hai Con.
Okay, so let's come to some special to wrap up our live stream today. Yeah.
Xuân Bính Ngọ 2026, thì chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau mã phía nhân đại gặt hái thành công và Happy New
Yeah, và giống như một lời chúc của trong video rất là ngắn của chúng mình thôi. Để wrap up buổi livestream ngày hôm nay thì xin được gửi lời chúc Xuân Bính Ngọ tới tất cả các quý khán thính giả của kênh BuildASchool Foundation sẽ cùng nhau có một năm mới thật là an khang, thật là vui, thật là thịnh vượng, thật là bình an và thành công nha. Và trước khi mà chúng ta kết thúc hẳn buổi livestream ha, thì hãy cùng nhau niệm câu thần chú thường niên trong các buổi livestream của BuildASchool Foundation Official. Ting 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 ting. Okay, 3, 2, 1. One breath, one smile, one school at a time.
All right. Thank you, Hai Con. And thanks again to million of fans of BuildASchool Foundation all over the world. This is the last live stream for this lunar calendar year. Next time we see you will be in the new year, the year of the horse. We will say goodbye to the year of the snake and welcome the year of the horse. And we will run really fast like the year of the horse. And you want to catch any of us, try to catch up with us. Okay, with that, one more time, one brick, one smiles, one school at a time. Or in this case, one homeless youth at the time that we will try to transform. On behalf of BuildASchool Foundation media team headquartered in San Diego and our satellite office in Hanoi, Vietnam, we say goodbye to you. Happy Valentine's to all of you. Love each other, take care of yourself, and we will see you